Hello, I'm David Groninger in Seattle, Washington, and so I've got this crazy idea that I can create or find a 10-minute message that can help 10 million people. I have no idea what this message is going to be. I'm developing it each day and to see what happens. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to help 10 million people with any message, but I do know that I can keep my messages to 10 minutes because I just set an alarm clock to go off in 10 minutes from now. I used to give these talks just out of my head, but I'm now using notes because it helps me get organized a little bit. And by the way, I am not a trained speaker. I'm making these talks in a way so that I can study them and learn how to be a speaker, learn how to give a good message. And so when you listen to me, please do not become too distracted by the uneducation of my speaking style or the manner of the delivery, but watch more carefully for the value of the content. Because I'm a person who would rather spend more time and effort in life looking for value to convey rather than to look for a fancy way of communicating something. I'd much rather find a valuable idea and communicate it rather than to just seek the approval of somebody or of a big audience just because I'm doing what I think they think I should be doing. I'm not doing what the public thinks I should be doing. I'm doing what I think is right when I find value and I convey that value. And so I just want to let you know that I also give these talks to set an example for other people that anybody can give talks. Anybody can create a message that can help many, many people. Whether you do it by way of sending it out on email. Time for me to drink a little bit of water. That's one of the things I learned about giving talks and about training myself to speak. Drinking water seems to help. Anybody can give messages. You don't have to be famous or a college professor or a famous author. Anybody can come up with or find very valuable messages, inspirational insights that you can email, write about, write articles, write a short booklet, or give a short talk and put it on Facebook or something. And I encourage people to do this. The world does not have to be run by just a few brains telling people, what is right. We have 7 billion brains on this planet, and we have a lot of creativity and a lot of potential for worldwide cooperation at the grassroots level of just humble little citizens like me here in Seattle, Washington. Well, I'm going to start my talk finally after 3 minutes of babbling. And the title for this talk, it sounds crazy. It's called How to Ride a Magic Carpet. How to Ride a Magic Carpet. And you might be thinking, well, what a crazy idea. There's no such thing as a magic carpet. So how should we know how to ride one? Well, when I say how do you ride a magic carpet, I use magic carpet as a metaphor or a model, a picture or a vision, an idea that means simply this, that any objective you have in life, any goal, any ambition, anything you wish to accomplish, either for yourself, or in a teamwork that you want to coordinate other people to do as well, whether it's a short-term goal or a long-term objective, anything you wish to accomplish can be done probably a lot easier and a lot more fun than you're already doing it if you seek to find out how to do it that way. It's worth it to spend a bit of time each day asking, hey, how can I do this a little bit more efficiently? How can I do this with a little bit less struggle? Are there any other people who have done this and had a much easier way about it than I am? Am I holding myself back because I believe that struggle is a part of my karma in life and I have to have pain and struggle and great effort just in order to do something, simple? So the idea is, ask yourself this question on any objective, any goal you have. How can I do this as easy as it would be just to ride on a magic carpet? And of course, the magic carpet is just something that comes from some fable whereby a person would sit on a carpet and tell the carpet where to go and it would go there. And the alternative to that was, instead of having the magic carpet was just to walk everywhere you had to go. And maybe this was in a hot desert or a place where it took a great effort. So the idea of a magic carpet is doing something with much less effort and a lot more fun. Now, this doesn't mean you take the seriousness out of your goal, nor does it mean that you take the hard work out of your goal. Many things that are good require time and require great work, a lot of attention, a lot of study, and sacrifice. But you don't have to put yourself through agony and pain and struggle for very long as you take some time each day and ask yourself, how can this be done a little bit easier? So I'll use one simple example. A very common goal that I hear people tell me about when I ask, well, what is it you want to accomplish right now? Many people tell me they'd like to be happier where they work, or they would like to be better compensated for the work that they do. They'd like to increase their income, or do something they'd have more fun doing. Something that maybe might align with their passions or interests a little bit more. So I'm going to use this goal, but you can use the magic carpet thing for any goal. Relationships, losing weight, traveling somewhere, writing a book, whatever little goal you have, things you like to accomplish, short-term or long-term goals. So in the idea of how can I increase my income, or how can I get a job that I enjoy better, I say go for both. Go for getting a form of work that you can be better compensated and a form of work that you better enjoy. Go for both of them, because if you look and you keep looking, you will find it. So you ask yourself, with this goal of this career goal of a happier form of work and more income, how can I do it just like I'm riding a magic carpet? You keep asking yourself this question, and you will find easier and easier and easier ways to go about this. For example, in increasing your income right where you are, for example, you can merely start asking people who work in different companies, in different industries, who might be doing a similar kind of job that you're doing, and ask people who are in maybe a more of a senior position that you are in your company, and ask, well, how did you get there? How did you do it? When you learn from people who have already done what you want to do, that's one of the ways of getting on this magic carpet. You'll learn shortcuts, and I mean realistic shortcuts, not the kind of shortcuts where you're actually cheating yourself out of really learning what to do, but I mean realistic shortcuts where you're working more effectively, where you're using technology and tools, you're using the efforts and wisdom of other people, the cooperation of other people, the other people's knowledge in order to facilitate what you want to do. So you keep asking yourself this question, okay, on my career objective of bettering my career, how can I do it just like riding a magic carpet? And you'll come up with things like, well, it might be that you have some beliefs that are holding you back. The idea of limited beliefs, limiting beliefs. So you merely find a book, or just get on YouTube and ask and type in, hey, how do you eliminate limiting beliefs, or how do you understand them? You might find all manner of things that are holding you back from giving you permission to enjoy what you're doing. Or you might find that there are things that are holding you back from merely asking questions to other people and learning from other people. Maybe you think you should do everything all by yourself because that is what makes success. Maybe that's your definition of success. Well, if you examine how you define success, and if you're defining it in a way that's causing you not to be successful, then I would look at this definition. When I think of how to ride a magic carpet, one of the first things I think of is coaching, corporate coaching, or productivity coaching, or life coaching, human potential coaching. Because I find that when you ask a coach, hey, this is what I want to do in life, I want to make what I'm doing much easier. I have a high objective. It's going to take a lot of work, but how do I do it so I'm not struggling, so that I'm not working so many extra hours, so that it's not causing me stress and then leading me to overeat or whatever. Having a coach is one of the ways that you can ride a magic carpet. learning from people who have already accomplished what you wish to accomplish. That's the way of riding a magic carpet. And I can go through many, many of my own ideas, but I invite you to ask yourself, for any goal that you have, and I'm using the example, career improvement, how can I improve upon this career goal by doing it as though I would be riding a magic carpet? And keep asking yourself this question over and over again, and write down what happens. And you're going to find for yourself that you'll get a lot of ideas, many more ideas than I can give you just from my experience. Well, that's the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to turn off the alarm clock. And although this talk may seem like a short talk, and although I kind of fumbled around the first few minutes before I even got to the topic of how do you ride a magic carpet, and even though I only gave you a few examples of specific, useful, tangible things to do, like riding the magic carpet to improve your career by getting coaching, by corporate coaching, even right at your work, you can sometimes get this for no cost, or for seeking out people, whether in your own company or other companies, who have already done what you wish to do and learn from them. I've given you 2 specific ideas. You can come up with many, many ideas. And even though this talk is only 10 minutes long, I feel that the message is very valuable, because I see so many people that are struggling so much that they even quit their goals. Before even learning how they can do it, like riding a magic carpet and making it easy, before they even discover how to do that, they either give up or just go on to a different goal, or they keep on doing it and then just overcompensate in some area of life by having a lot of addictions, food addictions or drinking or drug addictions or something to compensate for their pain of the hard work, because they never figured out in the first place how to do it an easier way. To do something an easy way, it takes time and effort. It is work. This is not escaping work. This is not work avoidance. This is not avoiding the issue of actual work. It takes a lot of work in order to learn how to ride the magic carpet toward any objective. But when you do this kind of work, I believe it's going to be very, very, very rewarding. So this is David Groninger, who's learning how to give talks and probably has annoyed you by doing too much repetition. But I only feel like it was important. I probably also annoyed you because I told you it was going to be a 10-minute talk, and I've already violated my trust in you by going 2 or 3 minutes over. But I will end off now and saying this talk has been called How to Ride a Magic Carpet. And I'm David Groninger in Seattle, Washington, saying thank you.